Good day, everyone. My name is Talabi, and now we are host for today's show, The Insights. Today's show, we are going to be talking about maintenance culture in public service. And to make that possible, we have here our guests with us who will enlighten us more on the topic maintenance culture in public service. So I'll start by introducing them. I have here with me Miss Mosun, Miss Fisayo, Mr. Yussuf, and Miss Dell.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
I'm sure we are all familiar with our names. So I just want to give a brief insight on maintenance culture. Maintenance culture is the way of life, the values, the perception of persons or our society. So I'll start by throwing out questions to my guests. So Mosunmade, let's start with you. Can you enlighten us on maintenance culture?
Thank you, Miss Taiwo, for the question. Maintenance culture. It's a very broad topic, but I would give you my view, starting with what I know about maintenance. Maintenance is the way of preserving something in a very good condition, while culture is the way of life and the attitude of a person. Maintenance culture is the value and way of life of a person and way of thinking.
Okay, thank you very much. So our topic for today is maintenance culture in public service. We know what maintenance culture is, then we need to know what public service is. So Ms. Dell, can you tell us what public service is?
Okay, thanks, Miss. I'll first like to start by enlightening us about what a public is. A public is a place that is owned by everyone. And the services that we render to one another in the public, that's what we call public service. And then by starting with this, I would let us to also know that public service is an organization that is owned and controlled by the government to lead its people under its jurisdiction. That's what I understand about public service. And I will first let us to know for some few things about public service. We have the fire brigade, we have the police, we have the Air Force. They are there to secure the country, the Air Force, the police, they are there to look about the awareness of things that are going on in the states so that we can be able to uphold our securities in the states. So that's what I know about public service.
Thank you very much for that. So my next question is, what do you understand by maintenance culture in public service?
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Taiwo. So like we all know, there's a difference between public service and maintenance culture. So how do you put them together? Maintenance culture and public service, like we all know, maintenance culture most times starts from the home. You have to learn how to maintain things in a very good way, because the more you maintain something, like the longer it lasts.
Yeah.
So public service now, like you said, is run by the government, to the people.
Yes.
So this implies like the public workers and how they can manage this thing well. And how they can manage this thing well, like the maintenance, because the importance
The importance of public service. For example, we have the healthcare.
Yeah.
We have the healthcare. The workers in healthcare are meant to be paid well so that workers can be able to maintain their jobs and do it according to how they are supposed to do it. And also, we the citizens, we are also supposed to be able to help them in that sector by also making the place neat and bringing stability into the system.
Sorry, I have something to say there. Are you trying to say we citizens, like any person or anybody, can just walk into the health sector or just like volunteer to go and help them clean up, like treat the injured person or something? Like
Okay,
especially those surgery cases, like someone wants to undergo a surgery. Do you just say me? I don't know anything under medical medicine. I should just go and help them out.
No, that's not what I'm actually trying to talk about.
Okay.
When you say health sector, health starts from yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, you know
For
that.
example, we have this our school Lasso. In our toilets, when you enter there, sometimes you can't even be able to sit on that toilet to use it for Christ's sake.
That's very true.
Because and it's not caused by the workers in the school, it's caused by we the students, we the citizens of Lasso. That's the reason I'm talking about when it comes to maintenance in public sector.
Alright then.
So for maintenance culture, is it really important to uphold maintenance culture in public service? Like the importance, can you give the importance?
Yeah, it's very, very important for us to uphold maintenance culture in public service. Because number one, we have to maintain our number one is also start from the home.
Yeah.
It starts from the home. For example, in a home whereby we have our parents, we have our guardians, they are supposed to guide us on some certain things that we should. There are some certain cathedrals that are supposed to be laid down for us to follow. And if they are giving those things to
What about
us,
those that don't have homes? Like they don't have guardians, just on the street, like the orphans. What can you say about that?
all the orphans,
Sorry, can I answer for her there? Okay. Not all orphanages have this guardians,
Yeah.
but those that do have, yeah, we have them like some they have the opportunities like those guardians don't really guide them to go to school or do anything, like they just give them one business to do or help them look after their shop, their children or something like that. But what I feel is the way they do with maintenance culture, like they are experiencing it themselves, not like they are going through this. Yeah, I feel they don't really need their guidance, but they
More like
do need
self-taught.
them again. So it's like they're experiencing it in their day-to-day activities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the factors affecting maintenance culture in public service.
Factors affecting maintenance culture in public service.
Service.
I'll start by corruption. Corruption has very rampant in
Yeah.
Nigeria, in the world, and corruption has taken over some trusted ones. So and corruption, it's it's a it's a long process. Then
poor
oh,
leadership. Can I help you
yes,
out?
then
Also, we have poor leadership here, okay? Like, for example, our country, Nigeria, because I don't love to go far. I just love to be where I am, okay? To set an example. Our country, Nigeria, right now, one of the major factors that we are facing is poor leadership. Our leaders are actually not putting those things that they are meant to put in for us to be able to come up well as a good nation. For example, infrastructure. When you talk about infrastructure, you talk about schools, good education. In our system, the education system in our country, I'm not sure it's really okay. So I'm sure that's one of the factors that we are really facing.
and not only the government, we ourselves, we are very ignorant of
Yeah. We wait for
What they
should
we
do.
wait for the
But rely on
government
the
to do
government too
everything,
much.
which we
Yes.
ourselves can
Also
start.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying the fault is from we the citizens.
It's
and-
not
It's
one-sided.
vice
It's
versa.
and
One-sided,
vice
like-
with the government
From the
because
government
we
and
voted them
citizens.
in like that.
Okay. Do we lack it here in our country?
Yes, we do a lot. Not worldwide though, but here in our country, Nigeria, we do.
Those are our problems. Those are our problems.
Well, we lack it. Like she said, maintenance culture is from our homes. Yeah, a situation whereby kids are to play with their toys during their leisure time or do their assignments. Like parents should be there to supervise their children. But yeah, you there, I don't have time for this, I don't have time to that. Go and meet your nanny that is not educated, that would just cater for the food and how the child is doing and just give reports in the night or something or the next morning. You don't even look out or watch out for your child or how your child is even improving
So
in
while they're growing
this
up,
thing.
it's going to affect
Yeah, it's going
them.
to affect it.
Yeah.
And talking about this thing, it has to do with us too, like a building project. Let's say for instance there's a building project going on outside, then we here, we are part of the supervisors, we are doing this, like, so we have other workers outside there. Then we just sit down in our various homes. We don't go and supervise what is going on. We just leave it to the workers to go and do whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
And the owner of the building projects will just be like, this is not what I told you guys to do. This is not this. This is not that. Complaints, everything. So it has to do with us ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
so
right.
I know we are all enjoying the show. So we're going on a short break. So you guys should stay tuned and we'll be right back. something from the short video. So I still have our guests here with me, and I'll be asking them just one more question, then round up. Then whose responsibility is it that we have it? Is it a must we are taught in our schools, or we learn it over the internet?
Not everyone has the opportunity to go to school. Yes, people are dropouts, while those that even enter would say school is scam, school is this, school is that, because their teacher is beating or too much of assignments, classwork and project and all like that. And those that even in school, well, I don't know the department, we can fix maintenance culture, but I feel it should be taught in school too, because not all parents have the opportunity to take their children at home, so teachers should take that part. Then those that don't want to go to school, they can actually learn it through the internet, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I also understand that we should learn it from home, because when a child is little, they start to crawl in their own homes. They start to do things in their home before coming outside.
Yeah.
So I just want to urge parents that you should be able to implement those characteristics in your children, so that when they go out there, they won't lead astray. Because right now, there are so many children in the street that are going astray. Because of what? Lack of maintenance culture.
Small children taking guns and all of that.
There are so many things happening right now in our society. So
But I believe they can also take care of themselves.
yeah, of course.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all.
So I try and say they need a guidance.
They need,
Sure.
yeah, we need guidance.
We need
We
guidance,
all
we need
need
parents.
guidance.
But they know the consequences now. Like if they should take gun now and like use it to kill someone, they know the consequences
Not all
of it.
know
Not
the
all.
consequences. Okay, I might not know anything. I'll just be outside and in an uncompleted building, and someone will just walk up to me. Okay, if you'd take this gun, or if you help me to steal money or pickpocket, you'd be rich. Who would want to hear you would be rich and you don't want to go for it? Like, nobody wants poverty. Nobody wants to be living in the slum or something. Everybody wants to be rich. So I don't have an idea of what that might implicate or anything, or the consequences that it will lead to. But I feel, yeah, if I do this, I would have money. anything money, people are going to do it. Even a 5-year-old already knows about
What
money.
is money? Of
Yes,
course.
and most parents they feel that it's always the teacher's responsibility, which is not supposed to be like that. And most times, cause schools, out of like 6 hours, they feel that their children spend most times with their teachers, but it's always the parents that are the main headline.
Thank you very much. We've all heard from all sides. Thank you very much. So I hope you have all learned something from today's show, maintenance culture. We all know maintenance culture starts from the home. You can also watch it on our internet when we go to school. Like for instance, now when working, when we have like an empty bottle, we shouldn't just throw it on the floor. We have waste bin, we can just throw it there. So I hope we all enjoyed the show. Stay tuned and watch us next time on The Insights. Thank you.